welcome to the first session of the Vault at the second and last day of NearCon. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Shout out to everyone out in the Nearverse. Today we have a very exciting session with core members of the Near Foundation and also the Open Web Collective, and we will be able to see where the ecosystem is going, how it's being grown, and the people that are growing it. So the first session, we have Mark and Todd from the Ecosystem Success Team. Todd is known as the team dad of the Ecosystem Success Team because of his charming and charismatic character, but also his dad jokes. And Mark is the charming degen of the Near Ecosystem Success Team, also known as nakamiaudo.near. Please welcome Mark and Todd to the stage.
Test. All right. Thank you, Rim. Pleasure to meet you for the first time. We're on the ecosystem team at the Near Foundation. We are 3, soon to be 4 people, focused on a few different things, which we'll get into. I come from the traditional TradFi and technology world. I spent some time in the Ethereum ecosystem. Been with Near for probably 5 months now. It's super exciting. Day 2 of NearCon is amazing. The vibes are great. This is unlike many things I've seen. Mark, you want to do a quick intro?
Yeah, same here. I come from a fintech background. Really used to talking to startups and scale-ups, so hoping to leverage that kind of information to help entrepreneurs and development teams onboard and scale up their business in the Near ecosystem.
Awesome. So we are in the ecosystem team, sort of a nebulous title. So we're going to get into what we're doing, talk about expectations versus reality in the ecosystem, and the ways that we support builders, and kind of like what's next for the ecosystem team and the ecosystem in general, as we talk about getting uncomfortably open. So the 3 sort of pillars of the ecosystem team today, and this took a little while to form since we joined, at least since I joined about 5 months ago. 3 pillars. We bring entrepreneurs and builders to Near. Think of this as like a BD function. Mark leans a little more on this side. Just talking to people out there in the ecosystem, or not even in the ecosystem, in the blockchain world, or any entrepreneur that might not even be interested in or know the applications of blockchain technology, selling them on the Near dream, right?
Yeah.
And bringing them in. We're not selling anything other than this is the place to be.
It is literally selling a dream. These guys want to know the art of the possible, and it's about letting them know, you have these cool ideas, you build these ideas, we will hold your hand through the entire process and help you navigate through an entire ecosystem, which specific purpose is helping them succeed.
Yeah. The other pillar is ecosystem success. So that is people who are already committed to building on Near. How do they do it? Some people come to us and they're more technical. There's a lot of developers, obviously, in this space. Some people are just entrepreneurs and they need help on the technical side. There's a million things. And actually, that's the main challenge that we find ourselves dealing with, is that there's so many moving pieces. This space is moving so fast. Near is growing so fast. How do we help people? How do we coordinate resources? And then the third one that we're really still building out is monitoring the ecosystem health. So that's sort of like a data, analytics, on-chain data, market data, just like new accounts. We're just trying to track where Near is going and how it's doing. And it just helps us be strategic about our resources. All right, ecosystem expectations versus reality. I said ecosystem is this sort of nebulous term. It's like everyone in the Nearverse, right? Building things, contributing in their own special way. Not everyone's a builder. I am not super technical.
I'm not any technical.
Yeah, awesome. That's. I think we're in the founders side of the workshop. I was here yesterday, and it was the developers. I saw the graph and Capsule Social, and it was hyper technical. But we're catching up. Anyway, expectations versus reality. Does anyone know what movie that's from? It's not Dune. I haven't seen it yet. You got it. So I feel like everyone in blockchain's been to Burning Man, at least if maybe you live in the US. I have not, and I think I might have aged out. But the reason I'm showing this is it's actually a beautiful example of, I think, what an ecosystem is. It's completely self-sustained. Everything you need to literally survive out there, water, food, other things, music. They bring it, they do it, that's it. They're self-sufficient. I think that's the expectation that people have about a vibrant ecosystem. Are we there yet as Near? This is another Burning Man reference. This is actually, I think, the man who gets burnt. Any burners here? I think I see Mike Purvis. Yeah, okay. I think this is a little closer to the reality. No, it's early. We're building the foundations. We're like literally the cranes and like what are the major pieces, and people are wearing hard hats and running around. When I was looking for Burning Man business-like pictures, I found this one too. We love the management speak. You know, we're building the plane while we fly it. This was like I think a Burning Man installation where it was an art installation, but clearly there's challenges here. And we are building the plane as we fly it. This ecosystem is changing super fast, as I mentioned. Like yesterday, Josh is going to speak next about the funding that's happening here and the different infrastructure pieces we need.
Different spin-outs, you know, Near Foundations going left, right, and center with the different areas, the DeFi spin-outs, the NFT spin-outs. It's literally changing. It'll be different tomorrow than what it is now. That's the honest truth.
Yeah. So how do we support builders in this world? And I use the word builders pretty generic or generally because builders, like I said, they could be entrepreneurs, they can be founders, they can be independent developers, a group of people, a DAO.
Anyone with an idea, really, is a builder.
Yeah, we could be builders. Okay, maybe. Oh, good, my transitions didn't come in. That's all right. This is a little bit of an eye chart, but as we talked about sort of the like bringing new people into the ecosystem and supporting them, there's like the two sides of the equation here. To encourage new builders, what do? We just participate in conversations, Web3 conversations. That's it. Like, who's interested? How can we help you? Hopefully we know all of the moving pieces at any moment in time, and we can connect you with those resources. Spinning the flywheel, another like business management speak thing. As I wrote this down, and I don't know why I have this like propensity to write like it's like management speak jargon. Maybe it's because I'm like 95 years old, but in blockchain years. But spinning the flywheel, I work like later in my life I started working on engines, and I was like, actually now I know what a flywheel is. I was like, I don't think most people do. It's a giant heavy disc of metal, and it's hard to get it spinning. But once it starts spinning, it's like it's a force to be reckoned with, I'd say. So we are getting that ecosystem flywheel spinning, right? And today, it's still early. Like mainnet was what, a year ago, last week, I think. Like it still needs that push, that gentle push to keep going. But I mean, if you can feel the energy here, yesterday, like this whole week, like it's starting to move. The momentum's picking up. Right now, I can tell you, we are focused on infrastructure, mainstream, and crypto native plays. That means people are blocked from building really important things because they're lacking really basic infrastructure, financial stuff, like fiat on ramps,
Legal resources,
operational
resources, recruitment resources.
Yeah, plus technical stuff. I see my friend from Covalent in the back, and like we need indexers, we need exchange listings, oracles, exactly. All of these things are required for dApps to be developed. So we're really focusing on that now. I put a little asterisk here, and like thank you to. We are not the only people working on this on the ecosystem team. The community team, marketing, which includes marketing, funding, and Josh, and the education team at the Near Foundation are all driving this ahead. On the ES, ecosystem success side, not as much detail, but sort of 4 general buckets that we're really helping people with today. All right, you've committed to building on Near. Maybe you got a grant. You probably got a grant. Maybe you have some developers that are familiar with Near technology or Rust, or not. They're learning because this is new to a lot of people. Founder support. You mentioned it. It's like legal, operations, hiring, anything the NF does internally, we are offering it as a service to builders. So of course we have legal, we have finance. Like there's a lot going on. Like our HR/people team, they will be making themselves available to the community to help them with their initiatives in that domain that they might not have experience in. Developer support, pretty self-explanatory. If you haven't worked with our DevRel team, they're amazing. They're here today. They'll be up at the Near booth on the partner showcase that we are also sitting at for a long time. That's developer support. I mean, we have access to a lot of other internal resources, like where is Near going, roadmap, when's sharding coming, private shards. Like we can help communicate that to people that might be facing challenges. We just have to talk to you. And product support is sort of a catch-all for a lot of things. There are many guilds out there that are willing to help, and we're trying to catalog the guild ecosystem through a community. Silicon Craftsman is one that comes to mind. They help with user research, product design, things like that. And there's a bunch of guilds out there that we will start leveraging. Right now, I think I just did a tally 2 days ago. We've touched or worked with or are planning to work with about 200 qualified projects and partners, which I think is pretty impressive for where we're at right now. And these are just the ones we know about. And we're approaching this, obviously, in a little bit of a centralized way, which is why I wanted to talk about getting uncomfortably open. It's a little bit changing gears, but everything I'm talking about means we are doing it all. We're sort of this central point of coordination. We often refer to ourselves as air traffic controllers or switchboard operators. But it's really important, openness, did I spell it right? It's really important for us to start leveraging the community and being more open. Like, this is supposed to be an ecosystem, not the ecosystem team at the Near Foundation helping everybody do everything. So we are making a concerted effort to be very open. So all of these things that, we come from probably more traditional business world than a lot of people here, where everything's a secret. That's sort of your competitive advantage. We are going to do the opposite, and I think this goes with the ethos of decentralized open source systems. So the tagline, Near has proven itself to be simple, scalable, and secure. It has momentum, and it has a flourishing ecosystem, but we need that openness. We need the flywheel to keep spinning. You guys have probably seen this before. It's a nice little eye candy. But we are bootstrapping, and that's why I had the picture of the boot there before. We are bootstrapping the ecosystem, publishing all of our resources on the Near wiki, wiki.near.org. Work in progress, but every resource we have at our disposal will be listed there. Does it mean we can scale and they can service everyone? No. I think that's the next challenge. As we're working with 250 projects now, as that goes to 1,000, 5,000 projects in the ecosystem that we're tracking, we're going to have to bob and weave and figure this out. Proximity can't handle every DeFi project. The legal team at Near Foundation can't help every project. But eventually, I think Legal Guild might start picking up the slack. So we're working with them to develop this entire decentralized ecosystem of service providers, we call them, sort of a traditional term.
Yeah, I think you've got a slide on it, the next page.
This one?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the first time he saw this deck.
But yeah, the Near Foundation, we're scaling up as a business ourselves and working out how we operationalize all the things that we do. As Todd mentions, we really want to scale out and empower the community via the guild model. And we do that via the DAOs, the funding programs, the grants. And we want these guys... We want to make ourselves redundant, essentially, in the ecosystem success team over the next few years.
It's the uncomfortable truth, but I have no problem with that.
No problem. We want to give the ecosystem the power. If you've got a skill in recruiting people, if you've got a skill in business development, if you've got a skill in tokenomics, we want to empower you to build a business. And we've got the pipeline to throw your way. There are so many founders and businesses building on top of Near that we speak to, and they're looking for all these resources. And, they've got a bit of money that they need to pay for these resources, so we want to help them to spend that money with you via a DAO. So it's like Todd said earlier, getting that flywheel going, build upon Near, upon Near, upon Near, and ultimately increasing the user numbers, the transaction numbers, all those kind of things, and just keep that going so I've got no job soon.
Yeah, I think we'll still find a home, though. And I just have to say...
You hope.
This is heavily influenced by, I would say, Ilya. He is whole hog into decentralization, and obviously it's Near protocol.
Shock.
Yeah, shock. No, but literally into it, the way we run the business, the way the foundation runs. There are other chains, not to be named, that promise decentralization, but we know the truth. This is not an option for us.
It's a long journey. It's a long journey, and it's true with all the chains. Yeah. Over time, you get more decentralized.
All right. So ecosystem success. I'll call a release candidate too, in real nerd lingo, because I've been here 4-ish, 5 months. figuring out what's going on in the ecosystem. It's all changed in that time. What kind of services we can provide, that list is growing all the time. So coming out of this meeting today, we're pointing you to the wiki. That's at least a resource, a list of resources that we use that you can ponder. Come to us if you have questions, of course. I talked about the wiki. It's going to have all the stuff. Governance forums. That's Satoshi Nakamoto.
Yeah, that's me. Much better
Sorry,
looking
we
version.
just doxed you. He did an inspirational post that was in there. Near needs you. It sort of summarizes this talk about how the ecosystem needs to step up and start helping itself, really.
Yeah, like we said earlier, I'm not a technical person. I've been spending a lot of time working out how I can break into the blockchain and crypto industry as a professional. And this forum has got a good post for many different skill sets that we need. You don't need to be a developer to come into this space. We need you. So by all means, please check it out. And if you think you've got something to contribute, look us up and we can speak.
And finally, we just launched a Discord channel. My kids are on Discord.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my daughter messaged me on Discord now. But the Near Discord is very active. Now there's an ecosystem channel. Find us there. It's no When Moon talk. This is about projects building, resources you can use, or like ways we can help you. A super quick case study. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, Near-Knots. It's kind of getting really hot right now. As we figure out our processes, my colleague Marcus, who is not in the room, he worked with them. They literally came in, I think, 3 weeks ago and got a FAST grant. And Josh will talk about the grants program right after us. They got a FAST grant. It takes like a day or two to work through it, I think. Immediately, this guy who came in, it was Ted, I believe. He's more of a entrepreneur, not a developer. Oh, he's the artist too. And I don't know him, so I hope I'm getting this right. But Marcus filled me in. We okay? All right. So he got a FAST grant. We immediately connected him. He didn't have tech talent. We connected him with communities and the community team, and they found an amazing developer, apparently, like full stack, front end, back end, smart contracts. He's doing it. The founder worked on the art. They're planning to launch in like 4 weeks. So this is like less than 2 months from idea to funding to finding tech talent to launch. They've already done some of the artwork. This is one of the previews, so I don't think I'm spoiling anything if you look at their Discord. What's next? We're already engaged on launch support. So we're engaging with marketing and community to generate buzz, and there is buzz. I think 1,000 people joined the Discord yesterday. And now we're connecting them with AstroDAO, Jordan, I don't know if he's in here, because now they have this community. This is like a PFP NFT project. Sorry, I should have explained that. And they're going to launch an AstroDAO to determine the future of that project. And we're connecting them with Collabland, James Young, a good partner of ours, he does like the gated community channels in Discord if you own an NFT. Pretty cool. So one of our recent success stories. We don't have to get into this. This is one of my dad jokes. It was supposed to, no near misses. So we are tracking the Nearverse. This is, we do it sort of by vibe check right now. We're building out an analytics platform or a product that's going to do this.
If we ask you for an NPS survey, please help us and fill it in because Eric really, really wants those NPS surveys.
It's important. We need to know how we're doing.
Yeah.
No near misses. There are always near misses here. We are the resources, the prioritization, it's changing day by day. So we're doing our best to like match people up. We're like a matchmaker. And I'll leave you with this: our near ecosystem Zen. I love this picture. This is literally like an ecosystem. I don't know if you've ever seen these things. It's like a self-enclosed, what do you call it?
Is that you?
I wish. On most days. A self-sustaining ecosystem that can produce all the necessary components for a thriving community, right? That thing stays sealed. It's got the moisture, the bacteria, the leaves fall off, the bacteria digest the leaves, it makes CO2. Like, it lives. This is what an ecosystem is. And I think we're very close to near having that level of self-support and being a self-sustainable ecosystem. But please, hit us up. We're happy to help. We are just trying to jumpstart this machine.
Yeah, we need you. We're nothing without you. Just let us know if we can help you. Let us know what you need. And if that facility doesn't exist within the ecosystem, we'll make it exist.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I'll have one of these shirts on later, so you can find me.
Thanks, everyone.
All right.